We didn't try to get back last year, it's never about, that's always a goal of ours, but it's every day. We have a saying that the scoreboard takes care of itself.
We don't care about last year, we know what we did, but we're just trying to get the best we can with this team.
If we do what we're supposed to do, practice 1 through practice 14 or 16, we're going to put ourselves in a position in week 1, and then after week 1 you got to get better because you'll get exposed on some things, and you got to just keep getting better each week.
Winning a state championship seems to have made realists, not egoists, of the Central Panthers. As they opened their first official workout since their title hoist in Normal last December, there was not one mention or allusion to the notion of this team repeating anything this season. A reflection of just how much work there is still left to be done and how radically the roster has flipped over in Camp Point.
It's definitely a restart.
We only returned 3 guys on defense and I think 3 on offense. So, last year we had a lot of other guys returning, even the year before. So it's one of those things that hopefully your program's in a position where you just keep reloading every year. And our guys, we've had 32 weeks of football the last 2 years, and a lot of teams, that's almost 3 seasons worth. And hopefully they'll be ready when the time comes.
I mean, the first few weeks are going to be very ugly. Last year they were pretty ugly against Calhoun, but then we came and played them in the playoffs and we were just fine. So last year, it was a hard reset, and this year's going to be a hard reset, so I think we'll be just fine.
In trying to bridge those early gaps and weather the growing pains, Central will profit by the return of 2 of the best defensive pillar pieces in program history.
I think to have those 2 guys back, I think the confidence and what they bring to the huddle. Obviously, we got a few other guys that were there. Zach Weir last year, Nate Peters. So we've got some experience. Wyatt Vandevelde played some nose last year, but we got also some spots to fill. But to have those 2 guys, to come in and know what we expect, and they understand what we demand.
Linebacker Elijah Genenbacher, who Brad Dixon has long called the best in the state at his position.
I think his film prep and his understanding of the defense, he's sending me questions through the week, and some of them I don't have the exact answer for, and then sometimes it's like, well, we have to see how it goes, and he's kind of that guy that is always looking to get better. He's always coming up with different ways to maybe improve, but his preparation is second to none, which makes him play so fast. And then obviously to be 225 or 215, when the tackle's coming or a guard, sometimes you got to go through guys. You can't go around everybody.
And title game superhero Cade Niekamp, now front and center in a leadership role in a full circle moment in shadowing his former mentor, Reese Wilkie.
He showed up his freshman year, and all of a sudden it was like, holy cow! We just haven't had that much power and speed on the front line ever, and so for him to be just a junior, but be in his 3rd year starting, I think over 200 tackles in his career. He knows the defense. Obviously, he doesn't have his buddy Reese there anymore. He's kind of got to be that guy this year. He's got to take that leadership role, and he's done a really good job this summer.
But it is not merely the individual talents of Elijah and Caden that matter here, but the way they symbiotically bring out the best in each other.
We try to have a competition who gets the most tackles, so really kind of helps the team out, and it kind of just a little competition between us 2. Oh, it makes it so much better. Getting on those tackles and guards, it makes me get around those blocks so much easier, and it's 10 times better than anybody else could do it. And it's really good to have him up there. So, if I miss a tackle, I know Elijah's going to get it or Zach's going to get it. So, it sucks not getting the tackle and missing a tackle, but if I have all-state linebacker back there and a really good all-conference linebacker back there, that's going to make the tackle it's really good.
Moreover, that strength up front gives Central a window to replace a graduation-depleted secondary.
Yeah, obviously, if you can stop the run for 2 downs, you get in 3rd and long, and you give up a first down, doesn't really matter what you're doing up there. So we got to be good in the back end. Nate Peters is a senior. Curtis Riggs, fastest guy in our program. He's moving to safety. We've got a whole bunch of other guys, seniors, Roland Sinesco, Colton Cooley, other juniors, Marco Rodriguez, a bunch of different guys that we're going to have at that other corner spot. But yeah, we got to get reps. We got to get better for sure.
And on balance, create yet another hallmark crew of Brad Dixon-styled stoppers that have proven at their best they can hold the line against anyone in the state.
We're young, but if you do make mistakes, you got to make them fast. That way you're just playing with confidence. That's the key.